Where's my water? Screw it. Hi, guys. It's me, Terry Jaymes. Welcome to the Terry Jaymes Show. Got a new shirt on today before we get into things. Wombat Power. This one says Wombat Power. Loving it. You can pick it up at terryjames.com. Just click on the top of the website. It says merch. Get it. All the proceeds are going to, I'm just being honest here. It's not going to line my pocketbook, but it is going to build a new studio, a real studio where I could broadcast and stream shows live. I really think that I want to get into streaming some live shows, like a few times a week, that type of stuff. So that should be pretty good. All right. So let's see here. Let me get going. Let's just start the show, shall we? Sorry for taking up so much of your time already. If your love looks better, little Cabas for you. I would leave you never, ever. This song pumps me up. Weather. Yeah. If your love looks better. I scream at the top of my lungs. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm just yelling into a void. Or, hey, at least we got a nice group of people here that have decided. That's what I love about podcasting. We've made the decision to download a certain show. That's what I enjoy about it. First of all, podcasting's done three things for me. One of them, it's made me a better host for the Lex and Terry Show, I believe. I plan a little better. I think ahead a little more because of something like this. I've never really done shows on my own, you know? And so this was a big challenge for me. It really didn't matter if there were listeners or anything like that. I just wanted to, see what that's all about. And I'm learning and I'm having fun. Even as a guy at my stage in my career, I love the fact that I'm still learning. I know a lot of people in my stage of my career think they know the shit already. Doesn't mean that I'm any better than them, just means that they've stopped growing. That's all it means right there. Anyway, on today's show, I believe that I have cracked the code on how to know what your passion is. Okay? Get an email from a nice lady on here, and I believe that I helped her out, and I've been thinking about this for a long time. So if you've been one of those people that are confused about, man, what is my passion? What should I really do? Can I really go for it? Can I? Well, just be listening. There's a way to detect and figure out what's going on, and I believe I've cracked the code, and that's coming up here real soon. Plus, got a little something on jealousy. Oh, boy, isn't jealousy a fun thing, including a story about how I cracked the code on jealousy as well. All right, we're going to start off with me being something I'm quite accustomed to being a little bitch. Hey, guys, so it's Monday. It is Monday when I'm recording this. On vacation still, one more week left of vacation. Woke up, if you could see behind me if you're watching this on YouTube. Not a lot of people watch this on YouTube. I got to get better at the YouTube thing, I guess. Got tons of people that are listening on podcast, and if you're one of those people right now that's doing that, thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. Thanks for being there. Thank you for sharing it. Those of you on YouTube, fuck off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, okay? Only get like 100 people watching these things, which is kind of strange, but not really, because I always been one of these people like, who gives a damn about watching somebody talk? I've never understood it. And I suppose if you have some nice different camera angles and a real cool background, I mean, right now, I like my background. It's a city. But there's so many other things I think I could do with this. I'd love to have a visual aspect to everything that I'm doing. So welcome for those of you on YouTube is what I'm trying to say. You can see that it's kind of gloomy behind me here today in Seattle. And Sherry had gone to her other job, and, I just kind of woke up when I wake up. Sorry. Anyway, I digress. I was feeling kind of down, and I wasn't like I was sad or depressed. I don't think I was. I just didn't want to get up. Just the thought of getting in the shower, shaving, doing all that shit just didn't appeal to me at the moment, you know? Just one of those days where I just didn't feel like doing anything, but and I was going to go to the gym. I didn't do that, so I did blow that up. But there's still time left in the day. What I'm going to get at here is it's 11:45 now a.m. I just had to look at the clock. And so I do have some of my day left, so I can go to the gym. But I was feeling this way, and I'm going, God, man, I just kind of took a shower, went through the motions, bitched in my mind about everything. Oh shit! Now do any of you have to squeegee your fucking shower? There's nothing worse than squeegeeing a shower. I hate it afterwards. But that's another reason why I didn't want to go. I was going, then I got to squeegee, it's just one of those days. But I forced myself to do it. I did it. I went downstairs kind of going real slow and walked over to my coffee shop. And I'm standing in line in coffee and not even paying attention to anything. My mind was it's almost like I was meditating. I was aware that I was in line at a coffee shop, but I wasn't paying attention to anything. I was just aware. I was aware of my surroundings. That was it. No intentions in my mind except getting a little cup of joe, little espresso. All of a sudden, I look behind me in line, and there's a Bernese Mountain Dog. And I love Bernese Mountain Dogs. So I'm scratching him on the head. I'm talking to the owner, and she's telling me that she feels like she has to get in line for coffee because at this coffee shop, they give the dogs a treat. So I'm scratching the dog. He can't wait for his treat. I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to feel good. I got to play with a Bernese Mountain Dog. One of my top 3 dogs there are in the world, if not number one. Sometimes they're number one for me. So I got to play with that guy. He was awesome. And I sat down. She came walking by me after the dog got her treat. She got her coffee. She let me play with the dog a little more. Then the dog did not want to leave. He wanted to stay next to me, and she was laughing. We had a nice little exchange. I'm starting to feel good. I walked back to my condo. And in the condo, we have a concierge area. Because why? Because I'm fucking snooty, okay? Deal with it. So there's the concierge going, and I pick up a package that we had. Thanks to Go Cleanse. It was by Go Cleanse. Thank you, Go Cleanse, for the package. I appreciate you more than anything. You're saving my life. You're absolutely saving my life. Anyway, I start talking to one of the women who works there, and she's beautiful. Her name's Jamila. And she starts telling me that she had her son go to college. She actually took her son to college this weekend. And first of all, I didn't think she was even old enough to have a kid in college. So I did that stupid, you got a kid in college. In my mind, I'm going, why did you do that? Sounds like you're just trying to make her feel good. But it's true. I had no idea she was old enough to have a kid in college. She must have got pregnant at 14. That's the only way I can explain it. But her kid's going to school on a football scholarship at Central Washington. So I wish him the best of luck. We had a nice exchange. And then I just walked up here and I'm going, okay, mood lifted. What did I learn? I learned to get the fuck out and start living. There's people around you living their lives. You could sap off their energy. That's exactly what I did today. I sapped off her energy and her excitement about taking her kid to college. She was so proud. It made me feel so good. I got to play with a fucking puppy. Get out there and live. Listen, I know that that people have reasons why you don't want to get out of bed. And I do know that even though I'm still one of those people that thinks a lot of people say things to their doctor just so they could get some make me happy pills. I know there's a lot of people with legitimate depression. I don't think what I was going through was depression. I just think I just didn't want to get up, didn't have to get up, didn't need to get up. It was one of those things. So, but I sapped off other people's energy. I paid attention and I joined life. And you know what? It felt fucking pretty good. Join some fucking life today, people. Okay, before we get going, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, I get a lot of questions about some of the t-shirts that I wear. Hey, I have shirts that say things on them sometimes, and a lot of people want to know. This one is the Portland Jailblazers t-shirt. I don't know if you can see that on there right now. I'm standing up on camera. It's all the guys on the Portland Trailblazers that were arrested that one year, and they got the nickname the Jailblazers. Love this shirt. This is a fun one to wear. All right. So I started to do something on TikTok. And you're going, what the hell are you doing on TikTok, Terry? What are you, 14? Well, why not? Why not get on TikTok? Listen, I realize that TikTok may be going away. This is probably a dumb time to be trying to generate an audience on TikTok. But I wanted to do something very specific over there. And one is to learn how to talk. Come on, Terry, learn how to talk. Anyway, I wanted to do something very specific over there. I was becoming one of these older dudes that just blames the young kids for everything and go, you stupid kids don't have work ethic. You don't know what it's like. In a lot of cases, that's true with all the stuff that's happening now, whether you believe in all the gender thing or you believe in all the, you could have anything you want, Timmy, or the awards just for participating. Whatever you feel about that, I'm just tossing that shit out the window. I know that as a younger kid, I thought I knew everything. And I see younger kids that think they know every freaking thing. I'm here to tell you right now, you don't know everything. I don't know everything. There's always somebody who knows more about something or anything you're talking about, actually, than you do. Okay? So humble it up a little bit. Get on the humble train, baby. But I wanted to talk over there, and I'm doing this, and people have said, hey, Terry, could you keep doing them? Because I show them to my kids, and the kids are hopefully following you, because I give a little bit of advice. And the one that I did today, I figured I need to talk about this right now, because it's not just kids that need to hear this. I need to hear it most of the time when I'm doing a segment on this show. It's because it's something I need to hear. It's something that I need to reinforce. Like I said, I'm no effing guru for you. You are your own guru. I'm just trying to get through life, and I'm talking things out and having some fun. I enjoy interacting with you, and this is fantastic. And some of the interaction I've been getting from you is, hey, kids need to see this. But like I said, kids don't need to necessarily know about this. This is a blanket subject for everybody, and it's about jealousy. Man, as far as I'm concerned, jealousy is the craziest, most disgusting, humiliating, debilitating emotion there is out there. And we've all had it. I've had it many times. Jealous of other people's careers trajectory, jealous of other people's looks, jealous of other people's status, jealous of a car that somebody has, jealous of the fact that somebody had a beautiful partner, or they just seem happier, or jealous of an older dude who's super healthy, or whatever it is. There's always something to be jealous about, just like there's somebody that's always smarter than you. There's no need to be jealous. Jealousy will cripple your ass. It will crush you. I remember the day that I got over jealousy, and I'm so lucky that I've done two things to get over jealousy for me. And one was an experience that I had. I was driving by a girl's house who dumped me. I just couldn't figure out why she dumped me. And she lived on a cul-de-sac, one of those streets that there's no end to it. You go down one way, you come back the other way. Are they still called cul-de-sac? I have no idea. Where I am from, Southern California, they are called cul-de-sacs. I'm sure you have a different name for them. So I go driving by there at night, and I'm going, oh, man, I wonder what she's doing. I wonder if she's going. I was crushed. Cindy Taylor, damn you. But you taught me a valuable lesson. She was beautiful. She was a volleyball player in college, and she was just a hot chick. And I really liked her. She was very sweet. I don't remember much about our relationship. I just remembered how pretty she was and how nice she was to me. So I was devastated when she no longer wanted to see me. I don't even remember her dumping me. I just remember driving through this cul-de-sac, and as I come back out the other way, I don't know what got out of my mind. I was just out of my mind. I couldn't figure it out. There's her dad standing out there on the thing, and I had to wave, and I know he went in and told her that I drove by, and right then and right there, I was like, "Fuck this." I do not like this feeling. So I just decided I'm going to just deal with this. If I'm jealous about somebody, I'm going to deal with it internally. I'm not going to make a fool out of myself. I'm at the very least, I'm going to put out some sort of illusion that I didn't really care that much, even though I'm in a fetal position in the corner, going, "Oh my God, what's going on?" So, that was a very big lesson for me. And there were other lessons along the way. I know I said two, but I'll be honest, I forgot it. I already forgot it. But I was just, it's just one of these things that there's no good reason to be jealous. Sure, some people say, well, I use that jealousy as a form of motivation. I am jealous of that guy with all the money, so I'm going to go after the money. If you can use that to your advantage, great. I use that, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about, is you could use these emotions as inspiration. You could go, okay, you know what? It's time for me to get to the gym. I need to look a little better. It's time for me to at least love myself. There's somebody that's always going to have something that you want in life. And there's no need to be jealous. What I did is I turned it around. Here's what I wanted to talk about, the second thing. I turned it around, and I was happy for these people. I remember seeing people in my career just exploding. And I knew they were not as good as me. I knew they were not as wanted it as bad as me. You could see it in their eyes. But yet they were crushing it. And it hurt. It hurt. And then I started to realize why am I so mad at this? Why am I angry at them? They didn't do anything. They just had a dream, and they are obviously much better at it than I am because they got to their dream. At that point, I will never knock anybody down for living their dream, for going for a dream and succeeding. To me, that means the world is abundant. That means now, when I see somebody who has something more than I do, it reminds me how abundant the universe is. There's a place for everybody, especially now in my profession. There's a place for everybody. You could create an audience no matter what. You don't need to get hired by a radio station. You don't need to get on a movie or set. You don't need an agent. You don't need any of that anymore. You could literally make things happen. You could create this persona. I mean, it's a beautiful world out there, but a lot of people are jealous of those people. I am using that as inspiration. So use other people's successes as inspiration and as a reminder that the world is abundant, that if they can do it, I can do it type of feeling, and just let it go. Be very, and make it come from a real place. Be very happy for them. I really make it from a real place. It's not, I'm happy for them, and get over it. No, I take a moment to go, God, good for you. Good for you. You made it happen. Congratulations. I'm using you as an example to where I too can realize that if I make some good decisions, I get a little break here and there, because a lot of it has to do with breaks, but you also create your own breaks. If I could do that, if they could do that, I could do it. So, and I'm very happy for them. I really, truly am very happy for people that have a lot of success. I don't get mad at somebody because they're rich. I don't get mad at I don't do that. I just don't. And it took a while to learn that. So, and I'm here to tell you right now, you can teach yourself to be 100% happy for other people's successes. Start it with your friends. A lot of times we're a little too jealous of our friends. They have something better than you or whatever. I see it all too often. where somebody in a group of friends has a dream and the other people knock them down. Oh, you can't do that, Steve. You're a pussy, whatever. They just don't want to see you succeed. Laugh it off and just go for it. Okay? The other thing is that take some stock, take some accountability. And by accountability, I don't mean the kind where I'm going to stand up, oh, I fucked up. No, take some, account of your life, of what you have in your life already. What do you have that's good about you? There's a lot of things that are good about you. You could be the most honest person in the world. You could be one of the most loving people, one of the most caring people. You have a certain amount of generosity that nobody has, and it comes from within and people can see it. You've got beautiful smile. You have, there's just so many. You reached a level of expertise in a field. Whatever it is, shine a light on that. Shine a light on that and expand from that. Use that as your base station, if you will, of I'm going to go from here. I got a nice smile. I have a good sense of humor. I am a very generous person. Go from your generosity. Go from whatever it is you have that's really good about you and expand from there. But shine a light on that thing that you've got right now and own that and show that to everybody every freaking day. Walk in that room and go, I'm here. This is me. Hope you like it. But you start from that level right there and you expand, you'll be blown away at how much your mentality, and you're going to be standing a little taller. You're going to be a little more successful. You're going to watch that. It's going to have a major effect on the way your life goes from this place out. Hey guys, you can reach me at terryjames.com. If you have a question or you'd like to call the show, there's a little microphone in the bottom right-hand portion of the page. You can click on that and a voicemail will come to me and I can play that on the show. And been getting a lot of those, so thank you very much. A lot of them are just people saying hi and seeing if it works. But yeah, I'll get to some of those here in a bit. However, you can also leave an email, and coming soon to this is completely off the subject, but coming soon to my website, which is terryjames.com, there's going to be a form that you could fill out if you would like to be a guest on the program. I've always said I wanted to have guests on the show. They don't necessarily have to be celebrities. They don't have to have a big following on social media. Although a lot of those people lend credibility to being a guest on the show, and I have no problem having them on the show. I also believe that even people that don't have anything like that have a lot to offer others around them. And if you're one of those people, you have a story, let's talk about it. You can soon, there'll be a little form at the top of the website. I think it'll say something like be a guest on the show. Fill out that form, and we will be in touch with you. We meaning me. I don't have a staff yet. I would love to have somebody to bounce ideas off of, somebody who's just as passionate about this as I am, to move things along. But, I don't think anybody will have the level of passion for a project for me that I will. That's just something we all have to get used to, isn't it? We do have an email to get to. I have not read the email. I saw that it looked like it might be a good one, though, because it's a legit one, I can tell. I just read the very first part of it. And it's I'm a 27-year-old female. You had me there, okay? It says, hey, Terry, I'm a 27-year-old female who has many dreams, and I feel that life is passing me by. Oh, boy, do I know what you are talking about here. I hope this is a question about that, because I have something I want to say to you. Says, I'm a 27-year-old female who has many dreams, and I feel that life is passing me by because I can't pick one. Yes, this is headed where I would like. Is there anything you do that helps you narrow down one of your many ideas? That's true. I'm really struggling with this. By the way, I'm loving the podcast so much. I share it with all my friends. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. And talk about every episode. Keep them coming, please, Cassidy. Thank you, Cassidy. That's a great question. It's a question that I get a lot. And until recently, I don't think I've ever had an answer. I just said, whatever makes you happy, and I'm taking my glasses off now because I'm serious about this. Here we go. I think I finally have an answer to this question. Where's your passion? There's so many people that want to know what their real passion is, and they start to knock themselves down because they can't either A, pick one of their many ideas like Cassidy has, or they don't have any at all. If you don't have any at all, then I'm going to get to the Cassidy's email here specifically, but if you don't have any at all, for those of you that don't have ideas or anything like that, relax. And this advice that I'm about to give is for you as well, but just relax. It's going to come. In fact, it's only going to come when you relax. All right. Just chill on that. Cassidy, I am learning right now. And a lot of people say, what are you passionate about? What the most you're passionate about? But I would like to change the word passion to energy. What gives you the most energy? There's something I read the other day that I think was fantastic, and I wish the fuck I came up with it. But it talks about for those of the people that work a 9-to-5 job. You're good at it. It pays the bills. You got your insurance. You got a mortgage. It takes care of your life, your 9-to-5 job. But is it the thing that gives you the most energy? Is it the thing you're most excited about? Probably not. So what do? You narrow that down. You figure out what you want. Okay. And then you go to work on it. But you got the 9-to-5 job. You got to work on your thing that gives you the most energy from 5 to 9. So you got to get up early. It's not going to happen. Okay. I know a lot of you are going to go, if you read the book, The Secret, if I think about it, it's going to happen. That's not going to fucking happen for you. It's just not going to happen. You've got to put energy into your ideas. Okay. So Cassidy, which one of your ideas gives you the most energy? All of them probably give you energy and excitement, but what's the one that's going to keep you the most engaged? Now, I'm using this show right now as an example. I've gone through many different forms of this show. I've tried many different things, and the show is still evolving. I told myself, I think this is show 15, maybe 16. I told myself that I was going to give myself 25 to 30 shows and then see how it goes. Am I still energized by doing it? It is still something that I think about when I'm away from my other job, which I still love and think about all the time. That's a tough part for me because I love the Lex and Terry show. And I think about it all the time. So it's very hard for me to compartmentalize what I'm going to talk about. And I also have another podcast I do with my wife, The Gang of Two, which just comes natural because it's just she and I just sharing our time together. And a lot of people are enjoying that. And that's very fun too. I don't think she gets energy from it though. That's the only problem I have with that. So and that's a problem I've always done with myself. I've always pushed people into a direction that they might not have energy for. I had to stop myself from doing that. If you don't have energy, I used to go, hey, do that. You should do this. Oh, do that. And for those of you right now that are thinking, what could I do? What should I do? If your friend says, hey, you make great chocolate chip cookies, you should open your own cookie thing. That might be something that you're very good at. And that friend is opening up your eyes to the fact that you can do something special. But if you don't have the energy behind it and the passion for it, you're not going to make it happen. It's just another good fucking cookie. Is all it is. By the way, if you make good cookies, send them to me. Anyway, yeah. So you just have to pick out what it is that makes you want to do it. What I was saying is that I'm going to reevaluate after 25 or 30 shows. Am I still energized by doing this? And you constantly have to take, note of the things that make you happy, not happy, but energize you. Things that really motivate you, get you fired up. You can't wait to wake up in the morning, And there's plenty things out there, Cassidy, if you're like me, there's a lot of those things that I immediately come up with these ideas and I think, Right now I'm talking so fast because I'm so excited about this subject because I know what you're feeling, Cassidy. I know what you're feeling. Let me take a deep breath and try to get this down for you here. I know what's going on in your mind. And good for you. You're one of the lucky ones that you have ideas and you have the confidence in yourself that you think that you're going to make one of these great ideas a reality and it's going to be the way you live the rest of your life. But it's not going to happen until you match the energy around it. Okay? And you've got to keep that energy level up. And if you're faking it, keeping the energy level up, that's when it's time to get rid of it. That's when it's time to go, I have to move on to something else. Other people are going to call you failures. I've been called a failure many times because I've changed my mind on some of the podcasts I've done. That goes in one ear and out the other. I don't care because I know what it's like to create. The people that don't know what it's like to create have no idea. And those are the only people that are going to get mad at you or poke fun at you or call you, whatever. They don't know what it's like to create. Otherwise, they wouldn't be saying this about you. So, and by creating, we're all creating things. We're creating our life. I hate it when people, I'm a creator. What does that mean? To me, most people think that that's some online YouTube star or something. No, everybody who has an idea is creating something. Anybody who has an idea of the way they want their life to go, the way they envision their life, that's creating a life. That's creating a reality for you. So they've never tried to create. They're just the people that want to they just don't think that they have it, and Cassidy, you think you have it. So to answer your question specifically, just stick with that energy. Take note of where that energy is, what that energy level is. If it starts to drop, you can't fake it to bring it back up. You can't fake it to bring it back up. Okay? If it's naturally high, that's where you should be, right there. Good luck, Cassidy. Let me know what you do. Well, there you have it. Episode number 16 of the Terry Jaymes Show. I really appreciate you staying with it. Most people don't stay with the shows. Most people don't listen to entire podcasts. I'm one of those people. That's the downside about podcasting. But at the start of the show, I talked about the upside. Downside is a lot of people just go, that's enough for me. And then they just move on. Our attention span is trained to be a lot different now. So if you're here right now, I'd like to reward you. Just go to my website and click on the the comment thing. Give me your address. I'll send you a little something. Send you a Terry Jaymes Show sticker, and I'll write you a little note. Just a little thank you note, just for being here all the way to the end. Just go to terryjames.com for that. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. If you're listening to this on Thursday, my vacation is just wrapping up. I think Sharon and I are in Oregon right now, or at least we're driving up there if you're listening to this as it's downloading right now on Thursday. And I don't know. We're going to the wine country, and going wine tasting just exhausts the living hell out of me. It sounds good at the start. You go to the first place, then you're going, we're going to another place? I don't think I want wine. It's like 1 p.m. What the hell do I want all this wine for? Anyway, have a fantastic weekend. We're going to be back live Monday on the Lex and Terry Show. Got another, I got guests that I'm working on this show, so thanks for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. Going to leave you with the sounds of Cabas right here.